Good evening, everyone. I hope we're all doing good today. A little different from what you'd usually see on a Thursday, if I can ever get around to actually streaming on a Thursday. Because that seems to have been a complete failure on my part up till this point. Volume music just a touch loud. Let's turn it down. There we go. Yes, but I am here, and basically I was going to watch this anyway, so why not stream it? We are flying solo tonight. Our friend Raven could not make it this time round, but that's fine. I'll just try and pretend to be interesting, even though I can't be carried by him through this. You have to forgive me as well. I'm still eating dinner. I've got some McDonald's candies here, so. Despite making it home in decent time, I still managed to piss about and run out of time. So that's good. So we get to listen to what I hope isn't copyrighted music. It probably is, so. R.I.P. the VOD. But yeah, I'm interested to see what comes up in this. Because I'm at a bit of a loss of what they're going to show, realistically. Because we've had Sony really recently. So unless Sony was holding something back for this, which I'd be surprised about. And we got Microsoft on Sunday with Bethesda. There's a name I know. Hello, Love Studios. How's it going? I'm still eating dinner, sorry. Yeah, what is that? Oh no, that's your... Oh, okay, that's your profile. Okay, sure. I'm making dinner myself. Nice, nice. You got any predictions for this? I'm at a loss, as I was saying. Like, I was in a group chat, and I think like the three things maybe that we brought up was something to do with Death Stranding 2, because obviously it's Jeff Keighley and Kojima is his best mate. Cyberpunk DLC maybe, and I floated about maybe Elden Ring DLC, getting to see some actual footage for it, but we don't know. I mean, they must have been working on it for like a year now, so you'd hope we'd see something for DLC, but one or two things could be happening on that. It's so massive that they're still not finished, or they didn't build the game to support DLC very well, like they've been having technical problems. Those are the only two real options we could go down. Unless maybe they sequestered the team off to work on something else, and then we're like, oh, let's bring them all back for DLC. Who knows? There's been some Persona domains registered, so I'm rooting for that to be announced. Ah, nice, okay. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Persona. I'm trying to think what sort of companies aren't represented. Ubisoft stuff, maybe? I don't think Ubisoft have anything coming up. Or do Ubisoft have their own segment in the show? Not 100% sure, I can't remember really. If Ubisoft have their own segment in the Summer Games. Because this is just like technically the opening ceremony or whatever. Like the big hype generator. But it is a shame because I just don't think we're going to see any cool Sony stuff, which is what I'd be hoping for. Unless they really did hold out to show some stuff here instead of their own show, which would be mental. But you never know. Summer Games Fest is huge, and Jeff Keighley has a lot of sway and a lot of influence. We also, as you can see, have our boy Jeff down at the bottom of the screen here as well. Mostly because I couldn't think of something else to put there, so. Alright. Following program may contain content that some viewers find offensive. It may contain flashing lights that may trigger seizures for those photosensitive with epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. There's your warning, folks.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley!
With no E3, this is the next big thing. Yeah, it's just that we've got... It's just, yeah, no E3. So Sony did their own thing that was good. I thought the Sony one was good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game
Challenge,
Fest.
see if we can spot Callum in the crowd. Our workmate is over attending this
We
live
are
right
in
now.
person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you.
Challenge,
We are
exactly,
live
yeah.
here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels
How's the
so
volume,
good
by the
to
way?
be in person with
looking
a
okay on
live
my end,
fan
but let me know.
audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
It's almost looking a bit too loud.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today,
Oh yeah, this was like the pandemic
video
thing, wasn't
game
it?
industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games,
We might be a
I
tad
hope you'll
loud,
discover
okay.
a new game to put on your
Yeah, it
wish
was
list.
looking like
The
that. I don't really like
landscape
it going
of video game
outside the
events has
green.
certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future.
There we go.
In just
That
a
looks
few
okay.
minutes, we'll
The
see
trailers
the first
will reveal all,
extended
though,
gameplay
if they're allowed.
of Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, Mortal Kombat, that's cool. I'm interested to
It
see this.
delivers, don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season. And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Death Stranding
I'll say
2.
right now. But
Right.
let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
Prince of Persia? Although, which... Is this a new one? Okay, yeah, so we're getting some Ubisoft stuff.
Is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land.
Yeah, my audio's been all thrown
All
off
hope
recently, and I don't know
rests
why.
with us,
I don't know
the
what did it,
immortals,
but...
to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again,
Oh, cool, this is
they
gonna get
weren't
copyright
prepared
claimed.
for me.
I mean, that looks kind of cool. The fact that it's returning to 2D roots. So that's good. Oh no! Retro, you're blocking... Mitsuri, you're blocking the screen! You didn't miss anything, don't worry. You're all good, guys. How you doing, Retro? And Doge as well, hello. Took me a solid second to realize that wasn't part of the trailer. No, that's Steve's entrance.
In these times of darkness, hope is the
What am
only thing
I
that
getting
keeps us
vibes off for this
fighting.
game? Like, there was some stuff that was happening that was really familiar.
I will fulfill my
Maybe it was just Hollow Knight's
Save the
movement in
kingdom.
places. The prince's design's kind of cool. The Lost Crown, a Ubisoft original. Alright, that was decent.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible
calling it a Ubisoft
platforming,
original.
puzzles, and
What does that
animation,
mean? Ubisoft
bringing
make all their
a
own
modern
games.
take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All
There we go,
let's
Ubisoft
move
Forward.
along
I don't
to
think I can cover
another
that, sadly.
iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years.
30
That's
years?
right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, of course. I don't pay attention to how old things are. It makes me depressed.
It has
I'm
been
30.
4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious
Sounds like how
MK
that's
yet
right.
that reboots the series into a new era timeline. And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of
Let's fucking go.
Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it.
The Mortal Kombat games usually do look, get, you know, the quality that goes into them. The quality of the games is really high. Studios.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Today, you have
Very
proven
slick.
worthy of
Feels
joining
feels like almost Street Fighter kind of speed.
There are other
I swear that
champions
Mortal
I must
Kombat always
gather.
felt a little bit slower than that.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I do hope that the animators got proper therapy sessions this time, because that was one of the big sort of things, wasn't it? That they weren't given adequate therapy over what they had, the shit they had to look up in order to make these
Let's
games.
go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Yeah, it does look very smooth. This cameo fighter stuff's interesting. I think it's like, is that like the MVC thing where you can have the characters sort of tag in? I don't know much about Mortal Kombat, to be honest. I played, I think it's Melina I played a lot of in Mortal Kombat 10.
Experienced. Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
So I don't really recognize a lot of characters besides like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Melina, probably maybe Raiden.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best
Well,
for
there's
you.
Melina and Katana.
Secretly covet my throne.
Interesting tagging. It's like Goro. Is that the name? I'm really bad. I mean, I guess if you can pick your tagging character, then you could have anyone. Ooh. Nasty.
Finish him.
That's great. The Walk of Fame thing, that's really good. This is what we're here for. Yeah? Oh yeah, pre-order now to get one of the characters, guys. Fucking capitalism.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys? Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
You know what? One thing I like is that they do try and, at least, I think over the years, Jeff Keighley's been getting a bit more action. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what the shows are. I just like, it's nice that we actually get like developers on stage rather than celebrities presenting shit,
Right, well,
which is more of an
Ed,
award show
first of
problem
all,
than this. But
thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is in a it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because This is the beginning of a new timeline.
I feel like they could have called it something better, though.
Characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story.
Like,
and
give it like a subtitle, and then the one or something.
Now,
like Mortal Kombat: A New Realm, and then A New Realm 2 or whatever, something like that. Because like just calling it one is so fucking stupid when we just had 11. That's the kind of shit you do when you want to pretend that there's not been as many games as there have.
In-game gameplay, the cinematics look
Xbox,
incredible.
yeah.
I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we
They didn't even wait for 11 entries to do that. They did it on their third outing.
Pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You obviously have your main character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu. So you pick sort of a pair when you start the game.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After
Watch Ed Boon try not to reference Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay.
If it's a separate menu, a separate character menu,
combine these two characters.
Does that mean that Sonya Blade won't be a main character?
All the cameo fighters.
You can only have her as
cameo. That's where the player's kind of imagination.
Because if that's the case, that is horseshit.
The
whole good thing about like the MVC thing was you literally just
the best team ups.
You pick 3 characters. So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time based? Like how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo almost.
Exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is
okay. So they're doing things a little different than like
obviously fire them
MVC, as you would expect.
Indefinitely, but
it's just funny to not. It's just funny to sort of try and not, not point that out.
In the combo, they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya will come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Have a good stream.
Okay, so time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster?
Why can I never figure out how to fucking delete someone?
Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? you can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our
you can't have those
cameo
two
fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of novelty. We have a lot of like really.
So you do get. I think where do they have 2 separate menus for
in
it?
There? Yeah. So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel.
Can I just say, for 30 years working on one series, Ed Boon looks great.
Well, speaking of 90 old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That was people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first.
Yeah, fucking hell, Ed Boon's looking great. 30. I guess we started like when he was in his early 20s, so it makes sense. But like,
that never really worked out.
Game dev fucking destroys
you. I can't tell you how many times
as a human
over the
being.
last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago.
I know Jean-Claude Van Damme is who I would pick for Johnny Cage.
September, so we don't have to wait long.
Who would I want as my Johnny Cage voice? I reckon you could get Matthew Mercer to do a good job with that.
Secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, so there's a lot of...
Yeah, Ed Boon looks really good for 60.
Well, Ed, thank you so much.
I know that's not the important thing here.
At MK1, as you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage.
I feel like, a fit check is important.
Roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much.
Jeff's doing the class. Jeff's got sort of the classic, the t-shirt, the blazer.
Amazing. So excited
the high tops.
about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over
Bloody
2
hell, Path
years.
of Exile is
but
10
that
years old.
changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
A raw gameplay capture, as opposed to a cooked one.
Where are the gods?
I haven't played PoE actually, so I have no idea what to compare this. Not enough power fantasy. Too overwhelmed. They're getting too overwhelmed here. I don't really know too much about PoE other than it was for people who thought Diablo... It was very popular for people who thought Diablo 3 sucked. I imagine the team will have some really cool stuff that they get to do. If they've been able to push the current game for 10 years, then I imagine a full-on sequel will give them a lot to work with.
July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6.
What's that Steve Saylor in the front row?
Last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
I think we would have seen Callum if that section wasn't shrouded in darkness. Robo Ryu.
I am the advanced artificial intelligence.
Online only game.
Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this? I mean... Exo... I don't understand any of what we just saw there. What the fuck is Exo Primal? I've literally never heard of it.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show.
No, because it's a stupid idea.
Street Fighter Cross Exo Primal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th.
Oh, my birthday.
But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
Brilliant. Let's bring it on.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
Nothing I love more than franchises abandoning all artistic integrity to collab in stupid ways.
Transforming everything you may think you know.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember this being a thing. That was a really weird cut. We already knew this was happening. This isn't new.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but I figured.
I mean, that's an okay one. Dead by Daylight's whole conceit is it's just horror franchises, I guess. Oh, they're gonna bring out.
This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films.
They're fucking bringing him out.
Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage.
He better be in the costume. Oh, he's not. What a fucking letdown. I don't think I've seen Nicolas Cage in anything in years.
Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, did you not know about this, Steve?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But
maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima.
I mean,
fuck off, Jeff.
Well,
that is the little fucking, you know, attempt at a plug that maybe Nicolas Cage will be in a Kojima game. I don't know.
And in this, and in that genre, there's a character.
Callum and Nicolas Cage are in the same.
Sadako, who I think is amazing, and she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together.
I've got no interest in
and
DVD
you,
either.
you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. And he's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead
he has got that mic right up to his mouth.
And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything
Can't they just say, I like money and I like horror?
From the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game?
I was going to say, how many horror films has Nick Cage been in? But he's been in a few.
Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the hook in. Ha, pun intended.
Good one.
See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was
God,
like,
Cal
wow,
looks like he's right up
I can
close
make a
as
whole
well.
new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much. Hopefully the first of many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome. There you go. Lock it in.
Surely he would just record for like Foley sounds. He would just record a fuck ton of generic, and the audio engineers would just match the ones that work best.
The chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
I really don't know if I would show Dead by Daylight footage. The game is jank as fuck. That killer just slid across the floor. I think it'd be a lot more entertaining if he was the killer.
Damn right I made it.
I'm sure Dead by Daylight fans are very happy with this. Yeah.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations, but back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations, and later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Isn't Henry Cavill not in this one? God, he must not be enjoying this, because he's been fucking kicked from the show.
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
What is with this Season 3 Volume 1 shit? Just call it Season 3 and Season 4.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest, and enjoy the trailer.
I haven't watched Season 2 yet, actually. Season 1 was really good.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping you alive.
Knocking my mic.
I won't abandon Siri.
Neutrality has consequences too.
You're right.
Right. Well, that's deeply worrying.
I do like Henry Cavill. It's a shame that he's not going to be in.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected.
I think they've got like Liam Hemsworth or something, which is a fucking weird choice, but he could make it work. Everyone thought Henry Cavill was a bad choice until they saw it.
You sure about this?
Are you?
Running into a guilty pleasure dumpster fire. I mean, I genuinely thought season 1 was pretty good. It has some issues, but it wasn't bad. I thought it was genuinely very good. And they've got some really good source material to work with. Although I really... Oh, I'll say this after, actually.
The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
We're witches.
Is that so?
Found. 2 seconds.
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please, don't hurt me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
Who has the nerve to phone on a when the fucking video games are happening? Unbelievable. Anyway, whilst this whatever this is plays out, yeah, the thing I was going to bring up is Jeff Keighley was like, oh yeah, over the year we've had good video game adaptations, and The Witcher adapted from a book is proof that adaptations can work. And it's like, what the fuck are you on about? There have been good book adaptations in non-video game media for fucking years. Witchfire. It was such a weird, like, just such a weird fucking metaphor that he had there. It's just like, oh yeah, good adaptations.
01, Operation Control clears you for engagement.
They are literally not interested. It would be really interesting though with VR to prove that dual wielding is incredibly ineffective. Oh, I don't care about if it's an Epic Games Store. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Epic Games Store. And if it helps, and if it stops Steam having the monopoly, then that can only be a good thing. Cool, that looks completely... Yeah, nothing from Crossfire. Oh yeah, exactly. Epic Games Store, like, at least Epic Games Store is functional and isn't like, is, you know, functional and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
We have no choice. The root
And by all accounts, they still give developers a much better deal than Steam does. Because what, Steam is 70/30, Epic Games is it 82/18 or 88/12? I can't remember. This looks weird.
No turning back after this. You sure?
That's a cool looking chain sword weapon. There is a genuinely cool sort of vibe to this. I like the kind of fantasy aesthetic, but you bring in some slightly more modern guns. Kind of like, I say more modern guns. I mean, I really like the look of the Order 1886 or whatever. Shame it was like crap, or apparently crap. I never actually played it because everyone said it was crap. I mean, there's a little bit of jank to this, but... I scored a drop? What? Oh, I scored a Warframe drop somehow. God, how do I... Reconnect to chat. There we go. Remnant 2. I hadn't even heard of Remnant 1, to be truth be told. Music's good.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show.
That'll be what I just got that drop for.
Another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Oh. Hello. Oh, is this like a... Oh, yeah. So is this the OG Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, no, wait, no, brand new adventure. I was wondering if it was like a remake, but you could switch between regular and retro modes. It looks very nice. I was never good at Sonic games. I envy people who were good at them. Play as your favorite character. Oh, Knuckles is cool. Team up with friends. I just look at this and think of GDQ. I don't know about you, Steve. Just like the GDQ potential for this is huge. But I'm glad it's 2D. Or side-scroller, I guess is probably a more accurate term. Oh wait, no. There is some, Yep, that looks pretty cool. That looks very cool, in fact. Fall 2023. Not my kind of game, but yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if I'll play it.
How about that? A new
if I had a
standard
Switch,
for
I might play
2D
it,
classic
actually.
Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched.
I feel like that kind of Sonic game is what this fan base has been begging for.
Fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players,
like fucking gagging for a 2D Sonic
release
game
on PlayStation. Take a look.
I've been watching all the VTubers play Honkai Star Rail. I've seen that they've all been playing it, and I have no fucking idea what it is. I'm happy for the Sonic fans. It's like weeb shit, which everyone tells me, oh, you should play it because it's weeb shit. I'm like, there's more to like. There's more to me than just liking weeb shit. Like, this isn't the kind of weeb shit that I'm that interested in. Like, my taste is very particular in that there is no actual way to narrow it down. I look at it and go, that looks interesting, or that doesn't. It's as simple as that. And yeah, it's gacha weeb shit, and I don't like gacha. So.
Starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure.
TOF.
Let's see some sparks fly.
What the fuck is my mouse cursor?
calculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
Real life money type game progress. No thanks.
Time for a buzz.
Yeah.
Extra speed, too slow.
It's what's the other one? What's the MMO? What's the sort of the big MMO fucking one that everyone was playing for ages?
Later this year on
Where you win
PlayStation,
anime
right,
girls and loot
inspired by the
boxes.
story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a
Genshin,
Soulsborne-like
yes,
game
that's the one.
from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
Fucking Lies of P. All right, boys. This is what I'm here for. This is my shit. We are in my domain now. This is the Souls-like section. This might be a day one stream. Honkai Star Rail is the big one at the moment. OMG, what? Oh, you're looking forward to this as well, Tom? Fucking Bloodborne meets Pinocchio. Sign me up. Looks very pretty. Oh, big man with bigger swords. You love to see it. Cursed beasts. That is holy shit. She looks anime. She has anime. It's like fucking like the aesthetic of it all, and then her. Remember when I was playing Thymesia, Steve, and suddenly there was just an anime princess in it. That's the vibe I just got there. Yeah, so good. Incredible. Perfect.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Oh no, please don't have self-aware comedy. Oh, September 19th. Wait, what? Oh, baby.
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now
Oof,
it's time
I might
for
need
the
to get that
reveal
and
of
stream
a
that.
visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists
Stream
of
over
all
right.
time.
No,
This is
no,
one of
no,
those games that
no.
I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest, and I think you'll be pretty hyped.
I'll
once you
stream
see
the
gameplay,
demo
all built
for
on
everyone.
Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
Manga, Unreal Engine 5, classic mangaka. Let's see. This could be my weeb shit. If it's based off of a manga, that could be my weeb shit. Because manga is better than anime, as everybody knows. Most of the time. I was gonna say, yeah, big Toriyama energy. I like Toriyama's. I like Dragon Ball. Toriyama's art style is like fine, I guess. Like I prefer I think Isayama, Miura, and even Gotoge I think are better or more my sort of thing. But yeah, I mean like the moment you saw that character's face, it was like the only reason I didn't say Toriyama straight away is because I had one of those brain melt moments where I was like, wait, it is Akira Toriyama. Suddenly I missed it. I was like, wait, is Akira Toriyama the mangaka or is he one of the anime people? Sandland. Oh god, if it's Toriyama as well, everyone's just gonna have names like Kitchen Sink and Shower. That'll be like a village and there'll just be people called Kitchen Sink, Shower, Bathtub, and Faucet. And then there'll be another village where it's called like Spoon, Fork, Knife, Cutlery.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon.
I'll be interested.
Independent
I'll keep an
games
eye.
are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8-Bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the
don't know
biggest
if I'll be
independent
streaming for that.
publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray DLC, Stray 2. Some nice looking stuff. Our biggest announcements yet. All right, all right.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games.
Oh, that sounds fucking hell.
Environment, massive scale, PvP.
Free-to-play MMO from Amazon.
Transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air.
Fucking sign me up, lads. Is this gonna be the new thing you start getting advertised that have Raid Shadow Legends?
Our guiding star has shattered.
And before it actually looks good, but it won't look good because it's a free-to-play MMO.
Shards scattered across the world.
Pay to win garbage with autoplay.
An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments.
NCSoft garbage. What else have NCSoft done? I feel like I know their name.
Harness their power and put down this threat once and for all.
Looks nothing like the. I mean, if it's a free-to-play MMO, of course it's going to look nothing like the trailers. Take up arms. Prove your strength. And buy these microtransactions. Claim the throne. Throne and Liberty. I'm seeing a lot of free-to-play MMOs on this list here, but these are all games that developed by... Oh, wait, no. They developed and published some.
I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games.
Here's just one flaw of the game. Characters can't fight while moving. If you move your combat actions a lot, this makes melee classes completely bored to be taken. Oh, lovely.
Transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Can't wait for the bots to take over, yeah. Something about transform into supernatural immortals, was what he said. Ooh, this is like an artistic trailer because there's music but no actual sound.
Cities rise and empires fall, but it's a war worth fighting.
Very muted sound.
We're taking up our
Wait a second, like, what is that character design? Like, he looks like a sort of medieval knight, but he looks like he's wearing modern military sort of gear on his, like, modern military pouches on his back. Like, sorry, what's he got in those?
It's a war worth fighting.
All right, I like that. I like that. There's not enough games where you can just be like an actual fucking tortoise of a man, just all the armor and shield. Not enough games where you can do that. I'll give them that, but yeah, whatever. Millennia, Goddess of Rot, Oscar of Astora, Warhaven. Play for free. Of course, play for free.
Hey, this is not...
Why can't
I've been told that I should collab find multiplayer games to collab. Is this one of those games that I should collab? Is this it?
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them, you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
You want to get your butt barbed wires? I'm sure there are goths out there. Well, for a second that this was the... Oh, as the stream... Even Twitch doesn't want us to see this. And no surprise, this game looks fucking awful. Fucking, look how they massacred my boy. No console required is a pretty big selling point, actually. And you know what? Some of these games do stream pretty well. Like, genuinely stream very well. It was just really funny how it was like, oh yeah, the new season of Dying Light 2, and then it immediately cuts to fucking Crash Royal Rumble.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable
Crash Team
Ripperoo
Rumble.
and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now,
Fucking
it's time
playable
to change
Ripperoo.
the
It's not like that
topic
hasn't been a thing since 1999.
Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Alan Wake 2 isn't my thing, but I know that there are people who are absolutely losing it.
You?
Who are going to be losing it
Dapper as
watching
always.
this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so excited.
Sorry, why does he come out
because
looking like a
when you
fucking
announced,
Bond villain?
Alan Wake at the Game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters.
Fucking hell, never let it be said that game devs don't have drip. Holy shit.
They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player...
Oh wait, yeah. Conservatives were unironically calling the game Alan Woke on Twitter because you can play as a girl or something. Like it was sort of being posted in r/gaming circle jerk.
Saga, the
Unironically,
tell us
fucking
a bit
right
about her.
wingers
She's
calling
in
it
Bright Falls.
Alan
She's sort
Woke.
of
That's
living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place. And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town
the dark
of Bright
escape,
Falls,
the nightmare of the darkness.
with
As someone who only thought Alan
partner,
Wake was just a
Alex
weird
Casey.
mystery game, that is a strange thing to hear.
So how and they're somehow linked in some way, right?
they are coming to investigate
Yes.
a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive. And with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience.
Well, it says directly following the showcase, so
you can hop to play Alan Wake.
Maybe we can check out Day of the Devs. I'm sure last time there was
his way out.
There was a big fucking wait for it.
Playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation
So maybe we
goes
can
on.
catch it.
And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points.
Yes.
In many surprising ways.
I know, Steve.
There is no right.
I like seeing devs get passionate about their stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I don't give a fuck about Alan Wake 2.
Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between.
Like this kind of stuff, I feel like would be better relegated to like a well-edited dev interview, like like a video that they run, like the kind of stuff that you might see at like a Nintendo Direct, just like a well-edited sort of, it just cuts the key bit rather than this fucking rambling back and forth on stage with everyone awkwardly sat there watching.
Segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
Am I being stupid? What is the equivalent to raw? What is the alternative to raw gameplay?
So tell us, what are we going to see?
Like what other type of gameplay is it? Do they mean like because like it's not like
the murder victim,
what the fuck is raw gameplay?
In this case, because back to life as
it's still very carefully recorded in a very certain way under very tight conditions to show the correct thing.
Trying to find him,
but it's still going to be scripted though, because they'll have like instructed the player.
From Alan Wake 2.
Oh, okay, so I guess raw gameplay just means that they haven't edited out bits of it, but maybe I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky. It's just weird. It's just like it feels to me like they try and. Again, but yeah, okay, Doge, that's a good point. It's a trend for game reveals that they to brag that they don't use cinematics not represented in the game. Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know what? Credit to this one for actually including the UI, because usually raw gameplay doesn't include the UI as well, which is always a big one. Because they want to still make it more cinematic, but turning like that into a bragging point, just be fucking honest. It's like, yeah, here's some gameplay footage. Like when they say not edited, like. Obviously, we'll know if it's been edited because it will jump. Like, it's so weird. It's just weird wording again, all to try and sort of sell something. That was a very good Doge. You know what vibe this gives off? Resident Evil. Fucking hip shots.
A monster, like Nightingale.
God, she Fucking unloaded into him. I was just looking over the names of those emotes, those Doge emotes, and I noticed that because it's Twitch and Doge, it's like Twitch 2887, which I assume is just how many they had to allocate, because so many people have called themselves Twitch. Or so many people have names that start with Twitch, I guess. I'm so annoyed, because I'm Riker 7. Then immediately go for the head. Because I'm Riker 7, but they can't call it, they don't do Riker 7. My emotes are Riker 1. Because if that's like where the character limit cuts off. It's like, oh, come on, Twitch. Come on.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important.
The Ret 67.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
All right. Interest peaked. Let's fucking go.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku.
Fucking Scottish representation in the 40k universe.
About your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
And he's a fucking captain of he is captain rank as well. Is he a Scottish Space Marine? Imperium needs you.
My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this abomination!
Oof. Yeah, I'll need to make sure. I'll be chatting to James about this tomorrow, no doubt. Never surrender. I like the fucking little swarming. I wonder how they can do that. Like, because they could do some really clever stuff where the huge swarms of them you never get into melee with. Up to 3 players. Nice. You could never get into melee, so then you can have these huge swarms that are effectively just like a particle effect that occasionally spatters blood when you shoot into it. But there's still a lot of on-screen enemies as well. But yeah, like that. You'll never get into melee with those, presumably. Those are effectively just going to be particle effects on the wall. Oof. A nice wee diorama for the collector's edition. Oh, here we go, Retro. This might be something for yourself. Maybe. I literally, because it's pixels. Hype indeed. Brannon is here. Hello, Brannon. Welcome. We're just vibing to some trailers. Some good, some bad. You know this game? Oh, nice. Apparently Callum's going to be going for a pint with the Remedy folk tomorrow.
Beautiful indie game. Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement. And this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter.
Wait, what? What one's this?
World, a brand new story.
Everybody shut up.
Looks like a heck of a lot of fun.
Jeff, shut the fuck up. John Carpenter. Made a show based off the animation style of the trailer. Yeah.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time.
I'm gonna get copyright claimed for this. I'm vibing actually. I can't.
On my mark.
Oh, they're so they're so fucking edgy. I love it.
4, 3, 2.
This is where the music's gonna go like. Oh. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Oh no, it actually looks kind of shit, but I kind of want to play it anyway because it's John Carpenter. It looks like every fucking zombie game. Oh, it looks really bad. But it's John Carpenter. What are we to do? That looks wank. Holy fuck, that looks bad. Muted applause.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this
God, he is really trying. He is really trying. Even he knows it's terrible.
And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers.
Man, I fucking love John Carpenter. I've only seen 2 of his films, but they're 2 of my favorite films of all time. The Thing and Halloween are both like fucking masterpieces of cinema.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I really should play, like, maybe I'll play this one.
You
Feed
are soon to
me.
witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us.
Oh,
Gods
Jason
have mercy
Isaacs,
on
holy
those who
shit.
would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of
Jason
the
Isaacs
leash
is
in
so
the hand of
fucking
its
good.
master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break.
Larian
I
Studios,
want to
Belgian
leave this city to
developer.
glory, not scorch its earth.
Scorched Earth.
To my side.
God, they're really playing up the Jason Isaacs thing, aren't they? But you know what? I would as well. You know.
I'm not ready to
Since
call
Harry
you
Potter
enemy.
has to sort of go in the
What do you
bin, we
say?
need more Jason Isaacs being
Shall we
Lucius
be
Malfoy
allies?
in non-Harry Potter stuff. There you go, Steve. Get that in there.
Said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to.
Alright, I talk to you. Who was that? I don't know who that is. They're the new BioWare. Nice.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right, this fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at Insomniac.
He
Brian,
definitely walked out too
thanks for
early
coming
there.
by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, looks like we
As if I
have
didn't
some
pre-order this years
fancy
ago.
art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
Okay.
is, you know, this is it. Here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason, because this game features 2 Spider-Man.
Oh, fuck
We're
my
really excited
life.
about it.
Absolutely, Peter and Miles. We're so excited about this, experience that you guys.
It's
are doing
got
with
2
this
on the box
characters.
because there's 2 of them.
We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the 2 villains, I think, in the game. There may be more.
There are more. There are
Precious
more.
time was used to tell us that
we have
info.
some new art
Listen,
to show of,
listen. I have my Spider-Man Miles Morales. I haven't played it yet. It came on my PlayStation. I'll play it at some point,
Very different from
and
any
I'll
character we've
probably
done.
play.
He's not,
You know,
he's not powered by magic.
I'd be
or
more interested in
tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York.
the fact that
for
this has
his
Kraven
biggest
is pretty
hunt.
cool.
And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So
Peter, Miles.
This looks fucking mental, that picture. They're just like why are they a bunch of barbarians?
Yes.
But Venom also.
They did. They showed like a. They showed like a.
Symbiote is a part of this whole story. As we
oh yes, this fucking
there you go.
Craven and Venom.
Good reaction to the art.
That is what will make me possibly get this, because Venom is my favorite Spider-Man villain.
Is this, can you tell? Is this?
And Craven is up there as well.
Can you tell what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or
it is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It's not Eddie Brock.
Our goal was to tell an original story, something you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there.
Steve, if you want, Steve, you'll have enough points for this. You just posted that. Check out the channel point redeem. It'll help. It'll help ignore. You know, block out this snooze fest.
Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think
they showed tons, and they did show tons. Yes.
Showed at the PlayStation.
Check out. There's a Nezuko redeem, Steve. Use it.
Going to really impact.
Just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call him the
that symbiote
improviser,
suit design does not look good.
You can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves.
I don't like it.
Peter talks. So
like I liked the classic symbiote suit, which was just like ultra smooth. This has got this weird sort of muscly, rubbery texture. It looks like a fucking worn out tire.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of
the city is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse.
I think when we were watching the Sony one, Raven pointed out that this is like what we thought. This is like what we imagined we were doing when we played Prototype
over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event. It said at the end, fall 2023, and I think. We're like getting close to that.
Why does this scene feel like bad Prototype?
That you're gonna make it this fall?
Like, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're gonna tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a release
Let's take
date?
a look.
Man, Prototype was so underrated. It came out at the same time as Infamous, didn't it?
October 20th.
Why does Miles have magic hands? Like, why has he got like all this lightning shit in his hands?
Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping
I never
by.
played Prototype. I had Infamous.
Wrapping up the game, but we'll check it out.
That was my superhero game at the time. And Infamous was alright. Cole McGrath is a completely nothing character.
Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect.
Oh my god, multiplayer open-world survival crafting.
You can also fight.
Oh, please tell me it's an early access. Then we'll have the trifecta. The trifecta of the worst things you can say on stage ever.
Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
Pal World, is this the Pokemon one? Aye, this is Pokemon. That's fucking Wooloo. That's just Wooloo. Is this the one with guns? Is this the one where you can shoot them? Yeah, fuck, it looks... This is just Pokemon! But, like... Mom, can we have Pokemon? Can we get Pokemon? We've got Pokemon at home. The Pokemon at home. That's just... That was like a fucking rip of Elden Ring. Yeah, like, it fucking looked like fucking Land Between. Oh, the one with slavery and war. Oh, that looks so shit. Oh, early access! We did it! We fucking did it! Early access, open world, survival crafting, MMO. The fucking the fuck. Oh! We'll evolve into Freedom Sheep. Looking forward to it just because it's such a crazy take on Pokemon. What have we got here? This looks like Crash and I want it. This game screams I'll watch it on streams, I don't have to buy it, yeah. Is this a potential video game I might play? Oh, there's dodging and bosses. Is this a Souls-like? you can dodge, and there is a bot, and it looks like those are bosses. I think this is a Souls-like, guys. We might have to play this on stream. Land of the Morning Light. Oh, what? No, oh, no! Ew! Fuck! Oh, fuck! No!
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Is that John Rhys Davies?
It's time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we mine and scout.
Fucking absolutely bamboo. Fucking actually fucking take...
Delving for riches. Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
It's not just me. This sounds like John Rhys Davies, right? Or is it just a very good John Rhys Davies impersonator? I want this. If it's like a Tolkien dwarven city builder. I don't really play city builders, but it's... Oh wait, no, this isn't a city builder.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
I can't believe I got fucking... No, it's Deep Rock Galactic bit more, I see. Scan for special offer, guys. I think that takes up less than 3% of the screen space. So you should be okay. So I should be okay. Hopefully Twitch won't ban me. They've shown this ad twice now. Fucking that Black Desert ad is so upsetting. I thought it was a new game.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Those are two things that do not go well together. Oh, please. Oh. What have they done to him this time? Isn't it the point that we still don't know Sephiroth? Ever Crisis. Why does it look... Why do the frames keep dropping? That's not the stream, is it? That is the video. That is the gameplay, right? It's not the stream that's dropping frames. Yeah, why is it running at about 18 frames a second? I'm sorry, with all respect to Final Fantasy fans, this looks wank. Holy fuck, this looks bad. And then you get this as a cutscene to advertise it. They didn't even optimize the... It's like, we still don't know Sephiroth. Like, do you need to know him? Thoughts on FF16? I haven't really seen much of it. I'm not a big FF. Yeah, the Clash of Styles is fucking mental. I think they're trying to recreate that Final Fantasy VII, thing, which was a limitation of the tech, not, I don't think, an artistic choice. Oh no, here we go.
No. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back.
Oh fuck.
You can get a free
right, okay. Will I stream FF16? I don't know. It's a long... Final Fantasy games are long, and I've only ever completed one.
DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at the game.
Product placement, guys! DoorDash!
New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Buy our shit, guys!
Life to the living, death to the dead.
That means nothing.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live.
Oh, is that an indigenous ghost guide? I'm sure this game is going to be very respectful.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
Is it? I don't know. What's the setting of this?
We face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill? To be together again.
So yeah, my thoughts on Final Fantasy 16 is I don't have any, I'm afraid. I don't think I've actually watched any footage of it. My opinion of the last few Final Fantasy games is that the cast has been nowhere near as interesting as like the era of FF10, FF9.
Red.
Which is where I think the cast peaked for the Final Fantasy games. The cast of 10 are great, and the cast of 9 are great. All that muted applause because they're all upset that they saw a black woman. FF15 equals boy band road trip. Yeah, I saw that, and then like Sid. I remember when Sid turned up, and I was like, "Oh, she looks cool." And then she's not one of the team, and it's like, "Oh, no, okay, it's just 3 dudes." Yeah, not interested. Lone wolf and his dog. Oh, great. Brandon, we should contact Tori. This is her stuff, isn't it? This is all. That's Kiryu, right? Yeah. Final Fantasy 13, press A to complete disc 1. Moderately excited because FF7. I still have to play FF7 Remake, but I didn't enjoy FF7 that much when I played it because I played FF7 for the first time when I was 18 and I didn't like the combat system at all. So maybe a more modern combat system will get me more invested because I think the cast again looked pretty cool. I liked FF7's cast. FF8's cast looked incredibly boring to me. FF9 was great. FF10 great. FF12 I can kind of get behind because it's a bunny girl. I have no name. Excuse me, sir. Sir. The man who erased his name. I'm sorry, Retro. Hasn't been a great mainline FF game since FF10.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Just Quantic Dream.
Green across the board.
As long as what's his pass isn't involved. Although it looks like it's a studio. Maybe it looked like they were the publisher rather than the developer. There's far too much gameplay for this to be a Quantic Dream game. Maybe.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days.
You know what? I kind of vibe with this. I definitely have mild thalassophobia, but I still love shit like this.
He shouldn't be here. Someone there?
Like, I really like Subnautica, even if it fucking creeps me out.
Someone else down here. No.
Are you there?
Oof, yeah, I kind of vibe with that. Kind of vibe with that a lot.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give
Call
you
of
the first
Duty. I
ever
love
look
the
at
Call of
Season
Duty.
4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium,
That is totally fair.
Zoo. Yep.
I played it for the first time during the 24-hour stream, and I was really tired, and there was just this moment where a Leviathan came up, and, like, if I didn't make any noise, which was bad, because, like, because I was like, have I just freaked out so much that I'm incapable of producing sound? I do want to play Subnautica's, the other Subnautica, the sequel one, just because I want to see if if the quality of life stuff, how the quality of life stuff plays out in it. My one gripe, Subnautica 1 I never finished. I never made it to the lowest point. I spent all my time trying to build the massive fucking submarine, and then I built it, played around with it a little, and then was like, all right, I've hit my milestone. I'll pause for a little bit, and then I just never went back to it. This looks like every fucking Battle Royale game. This is just Fortnite painted grey. Like, that's all I'm seeing right now. Like, this is mental. And I get it, if this is your thing, fair enough, enjoy it. I just... It's... Oh, look, product placement for The Boys as well. You reached the end of progression and lost interest, basically. I think major progression, because I still had the progression of
Season
go deeper.
Next week.
Which
Today
was the story.
Is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turned 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions...
I thought he was about to do a pride thing, and then, no, it's about cars.
In some point at a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 hours of Le Mans.
True.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys, now you too can own 6 Xboxes. Are they actually selling 6 different Xbox skins? There's going to be some fucker out there who's going to buy all 6 of them.
And here it is. The Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your hands on these special consoles.
Maybe if it didn't have the Porsche bit on it, it might be all right. The stripes are okay.
Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for
you guys want cozy games.
Let's take a look.
I'll do a little plug for a game published by my development studio. Skytales is out now on Nintendo Switch. It's cozy.
Days pass so quickly. Before I
Why is it
know
Porsche when it looks
they
like the
turn
front of
into
the theater?
seasons.
I don't know.
It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get
That swimming
cozy
person's
and
going to scare all the
settle in.
fish.
But there's something more I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet us. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything.
I mean, I don't think there's anything objectionable about this game.
What do you say?
Not my thing at all.
Much yet to
But
discover.
nothing bad.
We promised variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel
Don't give a fuck about Marvel Snap, but Ben Brode is a Chad.
Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won.
God, he's so trim now as well.
Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game.
Ben Brode is so good, man. Holy shit.
Certainly, yeah.
I want him as a voice actor for a game.
Marvel Snap's biggest update ever.
Look how tall he is.
Coming next week.
Like, Jeff Keighley's not like short or anything, but he looks like a fucking manlet next to Brode. Just an absolute fucking giant of a man.
But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben. That's what I got. That's you. You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch.
I love his laugh.
Oh, yeah. So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But
What's it, Bossman? You should have started playing when you walked on stage. Yeah. Oh man, Ben Brode is a Ben Brode is a king. Because he was like the lead designer on Hearthstone for ages, and he is a man who utterly loves his job.
Sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
He would just burst into laughter at any fucking opportunity, and he just has such a good laugh.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well,
what is
I have
this?
some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being mean.
That was really weird.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant, and
Oh,
the world
okay,
premiere
fair.
first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest
I don't
way
really
to
get
level up
that.
your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards
That
side
is
by
Steve
side
Saylor.
with NerdWallet and
That's
start
cool.
maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a fantasy squad.
I feel like they forced me to do a very
RPG
specific
that is
skin and
available
thought,
to
yeah, that was
pre-register
not good.
today.
I have sacrificed everything to save
It's Deathwing!
mankind.
Speaking as someone who loves purple, there is an unfortunate saturation of purple as a magical color in video games. And it's depressing because I want to make a game which has purple magic in it.
And you may prove worthy of your legacy.
Actual gameplay footage, but not raw gameplay footage, you guys. Ah, her power is she's sexy. If it wasn't for the fact that that was billed as actual gameplay footage, that looked like a trailer for Raid. It really did.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us.
Okay, cool character designs.
This world needs champions.
I don't know any of those games. Cool, I guess. All right. Oh, is this Fortnite Unreal? Is this the Fortnite Unreal Engine thing? Where people can make... Yeah, Unreal Editor for Fortnite. That's the one, yeah.
Steve, seriously? You don't stand a chance.
What's with that fucking background laughter?
Project under construction.
What did you say, guys? One more game?
Good morning, scavenger.
Alright.
Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything.
Is this still
that could
Stellaris?
be
Like, they're
valued
fucking
to
going
Scavex.
at lightning speed. Is this still Stellaris, or is this something else? I don't know what Stellaris is like. I have a feeling it's not. Space trash scavenger. Okay, cool. We're just fucking...
Captain's log. Stardate.
Fucking flying through 'em.
43152.4. Our fleet
I love
is
Star Wars.
cautiously entering hostile territory. and the crew is standing by in case they make contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is...
Yeah, it feels really stupid to put 3 games set in space back to back to back. That's fucking mental. These trailers are blending together, so I can't tell one. But yeah, exactly.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah. Right?
Kind of pause, but they do, yeah.
My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you.
Correct. Star Trek, I guess. I could barely pay attention to it.
27th, and I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing.
Is this next game? Is it a shaving simulator?
This is gonna be fun. Swung a little wide there.
Oh, cool. Live action.
Glass of water.
I love it.
Me, I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, Clown, I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass.
Elden Ring DLC's trending on Twitter right now. I think this is supposed to be Twisted Metal, yeah. He said his character's name is Sweet Tooth, so this has to be Twisted Metal.
How about a little kill music?
Like, Will Arnett's a good voice actor, so credit where credit's due on that front. I don't know if Anthony Mackie is much of a voice actor, though.
She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Like, I've never been a big fan of, like, sort of people who aren't voice actors doing voice acting. Like, some of them can do it, but, like, I prefer it when it's an actual sort of trained voice actor and that's their thing.
Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
You said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
I'm struggling here.
Misunderstanding.
Can you please show video game?
Ever since I can remember. It's forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Oh wait, no, it's live action. Oh no, it's actually live action. Oh no. Wait, that's actually that's footage from an actual television show. Oh no.
Dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask. This new tactical twist allows you to do just
that. Looks
that.
awful.
From France, here's the
I thought it was just a bad meme skit for a fucking video game.
Coming later this year.
No, they're making a Twisted Metal show. And that's what it looks like.
Goddess of time. Receive my light, Lisvanger. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves. I'm here again. That's another me. I look good. I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me.
This looks interesting.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
I imagine, you know, they could amp up the fucking mindfuck with it.
Legion and crush these demons.
The only concern is,
onwards.
Will it get a bit dull having to fucking replay the same thing 20 times over in order to beat it?
Very cool independent game.
Marvel type humor doesn't really doesn't land outside of Marvel movies. It barely lands in Marvel movies.
First-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS.
That is like what a fucking generic-looking protagonist.
It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character.
Fucking
Jack,
Jesus
joins
Christ!
Us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey guys.
Great to have you with us.
To the fucking what's his name, John Travolta, cool like just wandering around, wondering what to do.
Like, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I'm playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic.
That character looks shiny.
He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well,
he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Seen is just
Fucking
so
love it.
fast-paced. There's so much action in it. You know, with all the spells.
Disappointment is
spellcasting,
immeasurable. My
magic.
day is ruined.
What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he
comes from
during
nothing.
a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres.
Can you imagine
in
if
it,
this
lots of
was
amazing
actually sounded
actors in
good?
this
Like, you know, I think there's
really high
ideas
production
here that could be
value
good.
game,
Forspoken
that's coming out
Part
this
2.
summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This
Okay,
trailer's
cool.
gonna be
So if this
showing
bit
you,
bombs, then we know
the
that it's not
Immortals
going to
and
get any
myself
better.
Confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay.
This
from
better be
Immortals
good because
Stadium, which
nothing
comes
has
out
been
this summer
impressive
for
about this
PC,
so far.
PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
An EA original, great. Visual quality depends on your system.
Aboard, Immortal. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
What was that fucking voice acting? Was it a question or was it like what?
Get to the control room and protect Selko. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
Oh look, there was a cut there. This isn't raw gameplay footage. I don't know if the Twitch stream just isn't doing it justice because it keeps failing. Like it, you know, I keep saying this looks bad. It's so busy. I can't. And it doesn't really have any. Why were these fucking cuts, man? Holy shit! This is meant to be the most exciting thing, and they keep cutting away from it to go to the next bit. Like that spell effect, that's kind of cool. I think there's some cool applications for 3D spell UI. Like that stuff is always a bit, you know, there's all, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, does it for me. But I don't know. Yeah, a lot of particles. But the thing is, like Infamous, what's it called? First Light and Infamous Second Son had a fuck ton of particles. And they still managed to be sort of, you know, fairly visually interesting, consistent, and not too messy. Yeah, it does look really clunky as well. Like, I like what's going on with the character's hands. Like, that stuff's cool to look at, but you can't really look at that because you have to look at the actual battle. What battle mage?
I want to fight this war as one of you.
This is their first game. Fair
You're what's
enough.
called a triarch.
And the Everwar.
The
Like, I
Pentasauruses
like the
gives
little
you
hand
the
animations that are
ability
going on, the little effects that
to
are in front of their hands. That
manifest
shit's
all
cool.
3 colors.
But just everything else is just a bit, I don't know. Because the thing is, it's like, oh yeah, you've got magic, but the magic somehow manifests as just standard first-person shooter game mechanics. Like you just saw there was like a standard sort of ziplining section that you see in every fucking video game. There's, you know, the gun. It's just a machine gun.
You
Like,
guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game was
yeah,
incredible.
the animation I
This
think
summer
is what it has going for it.
Now, one game that
for
constantly reinvents itself is
And the-
Fortnite. And tomorrow, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a
I'm gonna go to
vast,
sleep, guys.
hidden jungle
Wait
with
me when it's
ancient
over.
secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the
Oh,
power.
Battle Pass. Never
yes,
mind. Let's
of
fucking do
Cybertron.
this.
Here we go.
Chapter 4, Season 33, Episode 12, Part 29. I mean, there is Attack on Titans in this, so maybe that's where they got their inspiration from. Not quite Jurassic Park raptor noises. What pictures we're going to get from... Yeah, I mean, that's what I liked. Yeah, I mean, that's usually a good indication. What's going to... Well, yeah. What's new in Fortnite? Okay, cool. That's going to be the next Unreal Engine 5 update. Oh, is Indiana Jones going to be in the Fortnite now? Assuming he's not already. I don't know how many fucking IPs are in this. Oh, yeah, no, they did say Cybertron. So. Oh, nice! You can play as a guy who's like put on enough cereal boxes to look like Optimus Prime. I hate Fortnite.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale.
All right, grand finale,
It is
guys.
a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Death Stranding 2.
This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer
Or not.
for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases. The rumors were true.
We're still here at the scene of this
FF7
disaster caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2.
FF7 Part 2.
Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Is this the one where Aerith's gonna get fucking impaled? Look, man, I'm excited because like I like the cast of 7.
So green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way.
I need to finish
but
the
in
first part.
reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know,
I gotta love part 1.
Cloud was
The
never
environments
in
with
Nibelheim
colours.
5
Hey,
years
Ranmara.
ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our
How's it
star.
going?
The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
I know nothing about FF7, so this is all new to me
According
in
to
general.
Hojo, they're
But
connected
it
to
looks
Sephiroth.
cool, and I like the designs.
Shadows of the Man, I believe he
And I've got Remake Integrate sat
Sephiroth was in Midgard.
in
We
my
fought it.
desk, so
Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now?
close to my heart. This
After
game from my
5
childhood.
years,
Yeah, I can
and
imagine
who
for a
knows
bunch of
why?
folks that will be the case. I mean, I assume, are we going to get more of the cast in this one? Like, are we going to get, like, Vincent and... I mean, I know Yuffie's technically in it already now, but... Well, in the DLC integrated thing. We should get Vincent and it's Vincent Sith.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's
Kate
latest
Sith?
and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Vincent, Yuffie, Kate Sith, and Sid. Okay, yeah. That's probably who they're going to reveal at the end of the trailer. They're going to reveal the fucking edgiest looking Vincent in all his sort of beautiful 4K glory. X13. Oh yeah, Red 13. Yeah. I knew that. Absolutely.
Keep her away from me!
Oh, there's Yuffie.
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul. That she can become those
that
you
does
hate,
look cool.
those you fear, those you love.
Free you yet.
Oh, Genova.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Vincent and Yuffie were optional characters in the OG. Holy shit, I didn't know that. I assumed that the whole party was there. On 2 discs! Fucking hell, how big is this thing?
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation.
It's actually going to have more discs than the fucking original by the time they're done.
That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates.
It's actually going to have more, because that's what, 3 discs now. And there's what, 1 more after this at least.
Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this
why
summer,
not? Let's have a watch
August
of Day of the
22nd
Devs. What
for
time is it?
Gamescom
Yeah, we
opening
got
night
time.
live in Germany, and again in December.
Last year was a bit
come together
whatever,
here in Los
but
Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone.
No Elden
See
Ring
you soon.
DLC. Shame. I mean, I assume that the Day of the Devs is going to continue on this channel, but if not, we'll find it. So yeah, what's everyone's thoughts? And how's everyone feeling? That was interesting. I can't remember much, to be honest. Nothing sort of jumped out and gave me that holy shit moment. There's some there's a real holy shit moment. There's some cool stuff. I mean, Liza P was really cool. The Sonic game looks good. Even though I don't really play Sonic games, Final Fantasy was cool. Yeah, it was nice to see. Maybe it would have meant more if I'd actually played the one that's already out. Some cool things, but nothing for me that I didn't already know about. Yeah. Let's see, where's Day of the Devs streaming on this one? Let's have a wee look. Okay, well this is new stuff anyway. Let's just keep watching. When they said rumors, I assumed it was going to be FF9 remake, because the FF7 wasn't really a rumor. Ah, okay, yeah. Well, bearing in mind what, you know, they will always try and downplay stuff like that. Pastry! Hello, welcome to the Nightmare. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Got to see the little follow animation there as well. Everyone should give cool the Nightmare. Welcome there. And also welcome to the Nexus. It really doesn't. That's the one thing that doesn't work about this, sadly. You should give Scary Pastry a follow, everyone. He's got his 3D debut coming up.
Day of the Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest.
So he's got his debut coming up. It's going to be cool.
Watching out, millions of people. God,
when is it again, Pastry? Shout it out to you, and everyone give him a follow.
Since it started. 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at IM8-Bit to put on a show.
It's weird seeing Tim Schafer on this because I learned recently. I didn't actually realize this. I never really paid attention, but apparently he's a complete cock end to work for.
It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games where people could play them and also listen to music,
I already follow.
and drink, and it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic, it became digital only,
PST.
and now we're doing both, a live event and a
Cock end
digital
and horrible
showcase
person to
people
meet.
around
Oh,
the world
nice.
enjoy all
You
of
know, the
these
funny
amazing
numbers.
events.
Very,
We had
very
record
good.
number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before.
Actually, I should probably ask: is
I hope
that
you're excited, and please,
which
without
which
further
which
ado,
which 6-9 is that? Is that 9th of June or 6th of September? I assume if if it was 9th of June, that would be tomorrow. So.
There would be effects on that. It's not good.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Just wanted to double check.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart.
British
This
things,
is from
right,
Greg
so Americans
Levinoff,
are crazy. Very much
Wishes
so.
Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wandersong and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastie Ball.
You know what? I'm glad that this followed straight on because last time I had to do some downtime and it kind of killed the vibe a little bit. But when you can just keep going and keep talking, I think
I'm
it's
Greg
a lot
Levanoff,
better.
and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together ever since Chicory came out a couple years ago.
I keep seeing Chicory popping up. I think it's Mika. Mika streams Chicory all the time, so I imagine she'll be keen to see that to play this. Actually, whilst we're here and we're doing shoutouts, so I realize I haven't done a shout out for anyone. Retro's really good at this. I'm terrible at it.
RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastie Ball.
Go
which
follow
is
the Retro
kinda like
Scott.
volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting all kinds of beasties to your team. Then you can challenge rival sports teams as you rise.
Go
your
follow
way through
Doge
the
as
Beastie
well.
Ball
There we go. Good, we got it. You know what? I should just automate it. I should just make it do the shout, just automatically do a shout out when someone chats for the first time.
In their natural wild state, they're constantly playing Beastie Ball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another.
I mean, this looks cute. Not for me, but still cute.
And depending on their personalities and their teamwork style, they can form
This is what I find is quite a common thing when I watch the indie stuff. I'm like, there are people who are absolutely going to love this. It's not for me, but I'm glad these games
they'll get
exist.
some kind of unique combo ability that only that pair of beasties can do.
First time.
Which can turn the
What if
tide
they
in
aren't a
really
streamer?
tough
Well, that's why I didn't do it, because of that. Is there a limit on how many moderators you can have? I have no idea.
We really wanted to emphasize the
I have
agency
3 moderators if you include my bot. So, and neither of the human ones are here, so I have to self-moderate.
Fulfilling a certain set of conditions while you're playing against them. The goal isn't to
You know what? It
collect
probably
as
is
many
based. If you're an affiliate, you'll if you're a
spend time
partner,
with
you
the ones that
probably
care
get
about
more.
And be surprised by the ways that they grow and change.
VIP, there is a
and
limit,
the
yeah.
fun with each other.
There's a 25 VIP limit for affiliates, and I think it goes up for partners. You get more of
We really
everything
wanted
when
to
you're a
create
partner.
A really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing Beastie Ball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All the beasties have a range of colors and sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each BC that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows.
That's cute.
This game is about sports.
You come from a tiny town built around a nature preserve. You're kind of underdogs until one day when the Beastie Ball League shows up and starts
I
tearing
can't
down
be
the
bothered. I don't know if I
preserve
can be
to build
bothered changing my
stadiums.
stream art right
Your
now.
only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie
I noticed
Ball
in the VIP area that it seems
Right
to
from the
share,
start
but I'm
of
a
your
donut and I
adventure,
could be
you'll be able to
100%
see
wrong.
all the ranked teams on your map.
It
You
shouldn't
decide
be.
where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach, the other ranked
I just
coaches
missed it. Is that
become
Lena
stronger.
Rain?
So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a really special project
I mean,
for us.
yeah, it must be
And
Lena
if
Rain
Beastie
with
Ball
that
looks
hair
cool to
and the
you
with the
too,
hair and the
please check
beanie.
us out at Beastie Ball Game.
I know that. I know, like
We're
you
gonna
know,
be revealing
blonde
a
hair and
crowdfunding
beanie isn't
campaign
exactly a
very,
rare
very soon, and
thing.
we'd love to have your support.
A corner out the
Thanks
corner
very
of my
much.
eye. It looked
We
like her and
can't
it
wait to talk to
sounds
you more
like her.
about Beastie
So,
Ball.
and I can hear similar music vibes to what I hear in Celeste.
In
So.
Hyperlight Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up title in the Hyperlight universe, you'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth, an amazing
Make sure
open
you have
world
3
with
well-behaved
everything
kids
from
behind.
lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural
Let's
elements,
see.
just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies.
No, I've got 5 VIPs,
and
I have
crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release,
and I've used 5 of my 20 spaces. Moderator, it doesn't say there's a limit.
Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and
no limit on moderators, 20 limit on VIPs, and a 5 limit on artists, and no limit on editors. It's mental that there's an artist limit. I like having art from lots of people. But I mean, it's specifically for emote attribution, but still.
Hyper Light Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but
I like the character design here.
A crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once.
I've only got Arya as an artist. Yeah, I've got Arya. My friend Lindsay, who did all my main emotes, doesn't have a Twitch account, so although I can't attribute her, I attributed Julie, but Julie never checks her Twitch. So
I'd say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike.
Like, yeah, who do I have? And I've got Tori attributed as one as well.
Alone or with friends cooperatively online. Breaker's narrative will be presented fully through visual storytelling, where you'll discover and decipher the mystery of this world and lost.
Yeah, it is very pretty. I like how it looks. Again,
every world will be different, loaded.
I really like the
creatures,
character.
Razor-sharp combat, vast overgrown wilderness, long dead civilization.
All the way from my PC, what did I miss? This game looks cool.
Horribly ominous atmosphere.
Just discussing Twitch
Each
stuff.
biome in the world is different, with unique dangers.
What if I wanted 20 artists, one for each emote? You can have that, you just can't attribute them. That's the problem.
To take down in an open structure with dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout.
Because that's the thing, I attributed Tori as an artist because she's done other art for my stream.
Upgrade your equipment as you bring back
but yeah, so I've got, and so basically what I'd have to do is I'd have to ditch like some of my guest artists that I've got that I've had single followers from.
Experience as a team.
Because I've got 4, not counting the ones who didn't even accept.
And we're excited to have you experience it for yourself.
These are the 4 who accepted the art role that I gave them.
We'll have a lot more information.
Because I've got my VTube Mama as well, is one of them.
To early access later this
year. I love that emote.
And now, in true Day of the Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect. From developer Stone Skip and publisher IM8bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing.
I really like how this comes across as more professional and better produced than Jeff Keighley's show.
Simpler times.
It's very funny, and I think it's just nice. There's like a little sort of break in between each game where they just introduce it. I mean, yeah, it's indie dev. There's a little bit of that indie pretentiousness, but it's not. It doesn't feel like fucking obsessive capitalism. Buy, pre-order, collector's editions.
Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary and serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Man, it's getting pretty full. It's starting to feel like I'm never gonna come back.
We want you to slow down and savor the present moment by immersing you in Tyna's world.
It's apple picking season. My favorite.
Again, not for me, but there's definitely people who will be out there and going, this is my shit. I think part of that is that Jeff has just become full of himself. I don't even know if it's that he's full of himself. There's definitely the element where Jeff thinks that he runs the that his show is the best way to do a show, which is something I've always disliked because his show is so tied up in about marketing. It's not about
objects that hold sentimental value for Tyna.
I really wish I could say
if it wasn't first person, I would tell Mika about it. Yeah.
We know the world is getting faster.
Yeah, like the big problem with Jeff is everything Jeff does just feels like it's an advert rather than a celebration. Like the Game Awards, I fucking hate the Game Awards in so many ways. because it just feels like a massive fucking
Simpler Times stems from stories
commercial
we believe need to
rather
be
than an
told
actual
and heard.
celebration in
Inspired
talent
by this very place we're now sitting in,
of talent
the game
and
is a
skill and
reflection of
the actual
physical
games. It
spaces
just
we
becomes a
spend
big ad
time
to buy all
and
the
the
new
memories
games.
we hold dear.
Like there's more time given to
spent
adverts
so
than to
much
the
time
actual
here looking
awards.
out the window.
It's mental.
It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
Didn't want to be too
We
negative.
want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world.
And that's the
around
thing,
us,
like, and if the thing is, if I was
encouraging
making a
you to
game, I would put it
reflect on
forward
your
for the Game
memories and
Awards because it's still considered big and
Simpler
prestigious.
Times
I
is
just
coming
think
soon
it
on
could be
PC
good. I
and
just think
other
it's terrible
platforms.
as well.
So make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social
They've played
media.
Unpacking, gone,
Thanks
I
for
want to make that.
taking
Yeah,
the
there is
time to
definitely,
listen.
it's got
We
big
hope you
Unpacking
enjoyed
vibes.
games
And I feel like,
Times as much as we enjoyed creating it.
but
Bye.
with the potential for jank because it's in
It's
first
like
person.
childhood is the beach.
This
and
was the worst game show in
growing
recent
up
memory
is
to
the
me anyway.
sea. Can
It wasn't
I still
great.
take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
I don't know, I mean, I can still remember Ubisoft E3 shows that were. But the thing is, in recent memory. But yeah, I can remember almost every Ubisoft E3 show has been awful, so. And we still have the Microsoft and
This
Bethesda
next game
show.
is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique puzzle game built around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Oh, Viewfinder. I know the guy who made this. I met him at a party and I got really jealous because he's made something cooler than I will ever make in my career.
Viewfinder is a difficult game to describe.
Yeah, Matt Stark.
But if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
I think I was at a trans rights protest with him as well, actually.
It is a game that, gives players a lot of freedom.
What's an old photo?
That's why he's over in LA. Ah, is he in LA just now? Yeah, this is fucking mental. Like, he started this as just like a student project.
Make them into
It's unbelievable. I want to know how he does it. I really want to know how this works.
Shift reality. Sick.
What makes it unique is the central mechanic where you're using the
Superliminal
camera and
vibes.
pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
It's such a
Cheers for
unique
lurking, Brandon.
experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder.
Try to explain it to me, it went right over my head.
That's
Yeah, like
just a really nice thing to it.
I feel like I asked him, but I might have been too drunk to remember. But yeah, I was jealous as fuck because he's like first year into the actual industry. He's only just graduated uni, and he's produced something better than anything I've ever worked on.
Doesn't look right.
From a technical level, I mean.
You
I'm gonna try it 20 minutes till dawn. Good hanging out. Alright, cheers, Ranmara. Cheers for stopping by. Enjoy 20 minutes till dawn.
It's like the gameplay of Portal combined with the visual illusions of Superliminal or Antechamber. People have also compared it to The Witness and Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games. It's a puzzle game, but it's very sandboxy and playful and open-ended.
The whole concept of when we started is that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and that's just a very important lesson in
This
creation.
what confused me. Some of it seems to pick up traversable elements in the picture. Others actively grabs the background. Yeah.
And we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and
I don't know how they do it. There's gonna be some trick to it, but I bet it's still horribly complex.
There's a lot of
This should have been in the middle. Oh, it should have been.
props and
Well, this was in the Sony event, wasn't it?
who you learn about.
Was this in? Yeah, this was in the Sony event, I think.
Environmental storytelling.
Was it not?
So we've tried to sort of
I swear it was in something I saw recently.
Spaces that really represent that character, who they are, what they like.
I've never seen this. Oh, really?
I'm sure you noticed by now.
I remember seeing the original demo of this go up on Twitter. It's still wild. I don't know how he does it. And I really wish I knew.
Leon was always fond of games.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go!
We received a
It
record
has to have been
number
at
of
the
submissions for this
PlayStation
Summer
1
Game
because
Fest
it's.
edition of Day of the Devs. But this next
It
game
says
didn't actually come
PS5.
through that
Yeah,
process.
mind-blowing. Yeah, it's
We had
wild. I don't know how they do
eyes
it.
everywhere, and the
I want to
curation
know.
team
And the
is
thing is, the
looking
guy's in
great.
Dundee, so I can ask
This
him if I
next
see
one
him again at a
actually came from
party.
Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunting.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso, and I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty.
Oh, this looks. Look at. Oh, fuck yeah. I like this. Again, gameplay? Don't know, don't care. Visually, this is awesome.
The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost, you can.
Fuck, after sitting through that hour and 3/4 of just all these games that looked exactly the same,
variety of things that you can.
This is a breath of fresh air.
I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and seeing.
This looks better than anything we saw in the main showcase.
Abilities that they get.
Like, just purely from a visual point of view. And the thing is, this is going to hold up. In 20 years' time, no one is going to remember anything from that original showcase. Or none of that stuff is going to look good. In 20 years' time, this is still going to look good.
Creative ways to use
90% of these games are going to be so much more enjoyable than what we watched in the main show. Yeah, exactly, and they're going to be they're going to last the test of time because visually they're going to last
Haunty
because
follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that, it really
everything in the main
expands
showcase just
into
looks like
a lot of ghosts in the afterlife.
it's just we're going to look semi-realistic with modern rendering techniques. Okay, cool, you'll be redundant in 10 years. Great. There's a reason. Yeah, exactly. Okami, still one of the best looking games ever made. All they needed to do was give its up-res its textures, and it went back to being like the best looking game on PS2 was Okami, the best looking game on PS3 was Okami, and the best looking game, one of the best looking games on PS4 was also Okami. And there's a reason for that. They didn't need to change anything. They were just like, okay, let's take the compressed textures and not compress them anymore. Boom, we have the best looking game on the platform.
And so it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience. If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
I love the honesty as well that you get. Just like the way the devs talk, the presentation, they're not really media trained, so there's just this sort of honestness to it.
Quickly became the talk of
Just
the
this
town,
candid
won a
sort of,
handful
yeah,
awards, including
this
the
is our
King's
game, this is
Alley
how it
Sound
works.
Prize at
If you like
GDC's
it, you can
Independent Games
wishlist it.
Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life.
Looking through TikTok, just go,
going.
yeah, so good. You share it here actually, so everyone else can go follow it. Go like my TikTok, guys. I need to start posting it here more often.
You'd soon find yourself making tough choices.
Okay, I'll find it and
trying to
share
balance
it.
Keeping your business afloat.
Just need to make sure I've
with the
muted
needs
my
of your
phone.
character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure
It's
to
almost
tell you that
outperformed my
lovingly
previous one.
restored and better than ever, Cart Life
So that's good.
is back.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you
Where's the
Cart Life.
fucking chat?
Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer and was originally released in 2013, where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
There you go, there's the TikTok. Diablo 4 servers are dead tonight. What, is in they're down or just no one's playing? The music sounded really familiar when they were playing this. I don't know why.
In Kart Life, you can play as 3 different characters.
Oh, now I know why I recognize
each
this.
have their own unique background
Fucking
and
hell.
circumstances,
It has made a
but
comeback.
what they all
So
have in
years and
common
years and
is
years
they're
ago.
trying to make it as street
So for
fighters.
years, if any of you are familiar with the game with the
Melanie is
YouTube
a
channel,
recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her
down.
daughter.
Okay.
All the while
If
trying
anyone's
to
familiar with
establish
the
her new
the series on YouTube, Extra Credits, before they became bad, they used to do a series called Games You Might Not Have tried, you might not have played, and they basically just brought up interesting indie games, or not even indie games, just interesting games that have usually had lower sales, but had something interesting about them. Not necessarily good, but interesting. This was one of the games, and that's why I recognize it. The musical note, because I have watched those videos they've done multiple times, over and over again. So the musical note there fucking tickled some primal part of the back of my brain.
Yourself and others.
And it's because I've seen this game on their showcase of games you might not have tried but should.
Will determine the outcome of their stories.
Sorry, I'm talking over what this guy's saying. But...
The world of Kart Life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no
the fact that they took this long to go down the Retro Scott is probably a good thing. Like, from what I understand, Diablo 4 had a relatively smooth launch.
Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and
oh wow,
we really look forward to sharing
giving it
all with you
an actual sort of
PC console later this year.
An actual sort of facelift. Launch has overall been great. Which is nice to see globally down now, holy shit. It's been nice to see Blizzard actually not fuck up for once. You know.
The skateboard renaissance has been going
It's been a
on
long
for the
time
last couple
coming
years in games,
for them to
and
actually
as
not
we
make
get
a
deeper
not
into
make a
the
total
Grind
cock
revival,
up of something.
things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony
The
Hawk
3 betas
mechanical
really
goodness that you
helped.
crave,
Yeah.
but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellscape.
Oh, I saw a fucking great clip from Hassan. So he started playing hardcore
My name's Jordy Van
with his community,
also known as
and they all started giving him like
CEO
rare items and shit. And he was like, "No, guys, don't do this, please. I want to do this properly." And then he was like, "Okay, maybe just a couple and picks them up." And then they just kept dropping him rare items to use. And then he was just like, "Is this how Asmongold plays? Is this how Asmongold plays games?" It was just like fucking rip.
No, that was a good combo. All right, that's it.
Oh no, they ruined it with self-aware humor. Listen, I'm sorry, even if it's an indie game, you can't get away with that shit. Again. Self-aware humor has just been so overdone that it's just not funny anymore.
Anton Falcon, a skater.
Like even the things that
All
sort of
Anton
do
wants
it
to do is
best,
skate and further
best
his
in
fate.
air quotes,
Even if that
it
means
sucks.
he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
That's cool.
It started a long time ago, the idea, and the far-off, far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground.
Fucking
and at the
hell,
time
that
we were working on
footage.
it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellscape.
This is great. That
Hellscape
fucking
is
just
a
that
skateboarding
explanation.
roguelike
It's like,
game.
yeah,
fuses together
you know, all these
cool
numbers, Tony Hawk
skateboarding
game.
with
Oh, that could be like an
tricks,
action RPG. Let's just make it that. Oh, we
jumps,
can't because
bounce
we're
meters
licensed to
with,
real people.
roguelite structure.
Just like with other games in the roguelike
I would love it though if it turned around and Tony
It's a
Hawk was like,
simple
"Fucking put me in this game. I want to be in this. This looks awesome." It does look cool. I was terrible at Tony
When you
Hawk
die in
games.
a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources which you can use to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos or skateboards, which act as weapons.
You know what? Maybe I'd consider this. Conceptually, it looks cool. It looks weird enough to
Combat in our game
try.
can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play.
I really
It
hope
has
that when this
a
comes
combat
out,
system
it
which
beats
is
like an actual
meant to
sort of
be
EA
very
skateboarding
friendly,
game
very
for
forgiving and rewarding,
sports game of the
especially at
year.
beginning. and then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of the skateboarding. Where
I really hope
when
that
you
this
need
wins
it.
like a Sports Game of the Year award when it comes out. Purely to spite the industry.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching.
The
this
character
review
designs
of
are kinda
Hellscape.
cool as well.
Wishlisting the game would mean the world to us.
The Red Demon Girl was cool.
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head. That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing,
You know what?
maybe
At least Double
ponder
Fine are
the
doing something good
philosophical questions.
with this sort of thing.
Who
This is good.
How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything. Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life. The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine. Tick tock, tick tock.
I'm getting some, even though it's not really the same, I'm getting some Goose Game
Henry's ready for
vibes.
their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed.
Maybe it's the art style.
Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later.
And this has got some big Stanley
Henry
Parable
knows that
energy
if
as
you
well
need
to it,
change
and just
the
like the
world,
narrator
you have to
the way the
start off
narrator
by making
talks.
your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done,
And
Henry
like the
was
little
ready to
task
freshen
list.
up.
Yeah, I'm getting big fucking Goose Game vibes. But it's cool. It's kind of cute. It's quirky.
For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth. Not too hot, not too cold. Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin.
How did that get up there?
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
I'm kind of enraptured by watching this. It's quirky. I do really like it.
That's all for now. Have a
Mr. Frundles vibes. What? I don't know what Mr. Frundles is. That's health and safety.
The best drink Henry can make from beans.
Rick and Morty, Mr. Frundle.
The candy of nature. Delicious. Well fed and well informed,
Okay.
Henry has to get ready and pack.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Although, I can't believe you made me search for Rick and Morty. That's not good.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun. Play Henry's not-so-ordinary everyday life in co-op mode.
Fucking hell.
Henry, everyday life with a twist.
That's cute.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents: Rhythm Action Platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth, 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played, that truly give you a sense
Bloody
for
hell.
and appreciation of Jeppy's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen.
Alright, what games you got?
I would like to show you what our amazing team has been
Let me see,
working on
Doom?
for the
Ah,
last
fuck.
couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
Alright. Oh, that was sexy. Little ripples. Oh, I love it. Cool character design. Going about to catch you. See you later, Blob Studios. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you. You're probably not. I assume you're not in the office tomorrow. You're not usually in the office on Fridays,
It's
are
an
you?
adventure game with multiple worlds.
Yeah, take it
and
easy.
Each of these worlds are contained within an orb.
Oh, you're in tomorrow. Oh, nice.
Let me demonstrate by jumping out
I'll
of
see
the
you tomorrow,
world
then.
which we are currently exploring.
Ooh.
Just like that, we are now in a world outside. The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up.
Oh, I like this. I really like this. Remember that Futurama episode where they had like the box containing all the
Orbs
containing
can be placed
universes?
on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
I just really like the little how you can see the little world floating in the orb. I like how it bounces, moves around and stuff.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm terrible at puzzle games, but I vibe with this. There was a cool light thing there that I have an idea for.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
Holy shit.
Now, Cocoon
We
is
need to
not
go deeper.
only about exploration and puzzles. Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian.
Boss
Here
fight?
is the first glimpse of one of these encounters.
Boss fight? Boss fight. Boss fight. It's a Souls game, guys. Oh, that's sick. Dodging and boss. Well, we haven't seen them dodge. The moment he's just running.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds
That
of
looks
Cocoon,
cool.
releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation.
This is proper
and
Zelda-esque
Nintendo
boss fight.
Switch.
Yeah, but the boss fight's a puzzle rather than a fight.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été.
Été. The indie showcase, you always see so much more gameplay as well. And like, you know.
In Été, you see the world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color.
Is this like
Été means summer in French?
Is this Power Wash
because it's
Simulator
set
but with
in
paint
our
coloring stuff in?
French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace,
Power Wash Simulator means
following your
Concrete Genie,
curiosity,
yeah.
getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets along the way.
That's a dog. A Rottweiler as well.
When you fill something with paint, you'll extract
The
its
bark
color
felt a bit
from
off
droplets
though.
of
Rottweilers
experience.
have a deeper bark
And
than
as you
that.
level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once.
Oh fuck yeah, paint grenades. Oh, there's fucking that little fucking toy car thing that every kid had when they were like 5
You'll
years
also meet
old,
plenty
4
of
years
locals
old.
taking part in their lighthearted everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
I've got one of those in my gut. Of course you do.
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas.
Yawning away now. Getting pretty sleepy.
That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even
Oh fucking
recolored.
hell.
The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks
Fucking
as you
hell.
like without
That's really
any kind of
cool.
limitation.
I can't play this
With
because I am
hundreds of
not. I
unlockable
have
stamps
no
at your disposal,
creativity for
and
shit
dozens
like
of
this.
commissions to
But
inspire
fuck
you,
me, that
the
is
only
cool
limit
shit.
really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter,
I was
you'll
like,
also get to meet
I was
other
like, oh, this is
like-minded
pretty
artists,
cool. And then that
like
happened. It's like,
Diane,
Jesus
an ambitious
Christ.
photographer,
That's
and Theo,
awesome.
a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly
Yeah,
crafted
fucking all credits to
whimsical
them. It
summer
looks
world.
great. Just, I'd suck at it. I'd not make anything that looks good.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too.
Maybe I'll stream the Lies of P demo
Hey,
tomorrow. It depends. I've got a friend stay. No, Saturday.
Very
Sorry.
exciting announcement. We're back.
I've got a friend staying over Friday night, so I don't know how long he's going to be kicking about on Saturday. But I might maybe stream the Lies of P demo. I can't imagine it'll take very long. Why isn't this in the main show? Like, honestly, you know what? Last year, I didn't think Day of the Devs was all that last year. I thought the main show was better than Day of the Devs. But this year, fucking Day of the Devs is killing it.
Bringing together a curated selection of the
But maybe
best up-and-coming
and not just because the main show was
games like
pretty bad.
Crypt of the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro,
I really need to play
Astroneer,
Celeste.
The Stanley Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community.
Oh, Papers,
If you're a
Please is
dev,
a
you'll
if
likely
you
know
haven't played
us from our
Papers, Please, go
industry work,
Papers,
such
Papers,
as our
Please.
GDC
Papers, Please is a fucking
showcases, our
absolutely
presence
slaps
at
as a video
Summit,
game.
our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this,
I don't even
well,
remember that
that's
one,
fine.
retro,
Just think of us
but,
as like a
yeah.
stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com.
A friend has already played the demo
and
of Lies of
by
P
signing
and
up
says
for our
it's just
newsletter.
Bloodborne
Learn
Lamau, but
about
it's
new
great.
games,
And it's like,
upcoming
how is that a bad
showcases,
thing? It's
digital
just Bloodborne.
sales,
That's
and
what
the
I
best
want.
ways to help
I want
support the games and
Bloodborne.
developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
Paper Stone is one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, mate, it's so fucking good. Lucas Pope is great.
We have another world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way.
The game was called Time
No,
Flies.
I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Time Flies on Steam. That's how we look. Oh, their website's timeflies.buzz. That's cute.
Hi there. My name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK.
Oh, I think I remember that.
best
Yeah, that
known
was
as
that
the
looked cool.
developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited.
All these
to be
fucking
able to
camera
share this
cuts.
exclusive first teaser with you today.
You know what?
So
It does
please
actually
take a
work
look.
because it makes
I'll
it
back
feels
up
like it's breaking things up. Land and Sea. Sorry, I've just... Sorry, I've just got to share this. Oh, this looks cute. Sorry, I just saw this while scrolling Twitter there. I might need to retweet that on my IRL account as well. Alto's Odyssey is good, so I'm hyped for this. Life, Loss, and Livestock. That is honestly a chill sheep herding game. I think there's room. I think there's a market for that.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell
Yeah,
timeless.
fuck, I kind of want this as well. If the whole game is just
As a
you
team, we've
recovering
been
all the
massively
sheep for your
inspired
flock,
by
then
the
I am
rich
kind of
history
sold on
and
that.
cultural impact
Because
of sheep herding across the world. There are a few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures
Herding-based
where sheep are
gameplay.
taken to graze during the warmest months of the
Look
year.
at that. Sheep are great.
In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way.
What a
We're
chat.
also super excited
Holy
to
shit.
be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known
Yeah,
for
this
his
looks
work
great.
on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about
Because like
what we're
I
up
love
to,
I
please head over
do
to
like
our
games
Steam
where the
page,
objective is to
wishes
rescue like cute
or
little
go to
characters. It's
Summerhill
why I
Golf
it's
Game
why I
to
loved
join our
the
mailing
Croc
list.
game on
Thanks
PS1
again.
because the gobbos were like the
Sharing more
cutest
with you
little
again
things
soon.
ever. So getting to rescue cute little pastel sheep is
Next
like
up, we have an update on Eternites. This is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with.
I bought it a month ago. Nice. I need to go back and play
It's
it.
a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into...
Yanderes.
I don't know how much longer we can hold out. It won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story.
3D anime just doesn't look as good most of the time. I don't think 3D anime looks that good.
Sometimes with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your
Like,
side.
not gonna lie, this looks better than any of the other anime games shown during the main event. But I'm still...
What now?
I just clearly like manga. I just like sitting down with a manga book.
Because the teacher might hear us. Hey. Have you ever passed a note to your crush? I mean, or you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not...
Wow, we are so cheesy.
Mini-games! We
Mini
have so many
games.
mini
Everyone
games
loves
that can help
mini
you
games.
unlock unique skills and spells in battle. So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date. I mean, so many things like train, scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway, you have to balance all these activities if you want to save the world.
You know what though? This is what Yandere Dev wished his game was like.
Cool. Bye.
This is what Yandere Dev wishes Yandere Simulator looked like.
Wishlist now.
Next up, from Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice, comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim.
They can't
that
all be winners, I
demystifies
guess.
electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets.
Ooh, retro?
Although it takes me forever to build something like this,
I think Blob Studios may like this one as well.
Happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua.
Things I do at home but in a game.
Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment.
Fucking hell! You actually make
a fantastic community.
Yeah, you build the console and then you make a game inside that. Fuck me.
Gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store. Bye.
Fucking hell! These are made by people who are way smarter than I'll ever be. Jesus Christ! These are the guys who make me feel imposter syndrome.
Rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question though. Sure, curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game.
We don't see a lot of Australian games.
In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design.
Oh, it's
and
Kerbal
build
Space Program,
yourself.
but with the Mars rover. That's cool. It is actually Kerbal Space Program, but for a Mars rover.
As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with.
I love, see, this kind of shit's really interesting because as from a development point of view, like, it's one of those ones where if players make something that just is just mental, then it doesn't have to work. So as a developer, you literally just need to define hardline rules for how stuff works. And then if the players make some abomination using, you know, within the rule set, then that happens and it just ends up being fucked. And that's totally fine.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose.
This is what
which
Tears of the
jobs
Kingdom
you'd like to
became.
take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts.
Fucking hell.
In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new
Place for the
buildings in
story.
the game's world.
Holy shit, that's a big world. They'll be dead for all I care. Link is in a fucking
One
mech.
of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts. that
Have you by any
available.
chance streamed Satisfactory or Factorio? I can't remember which one, Doge. I can't remember if it's you or someone else I'm getting confused with. Doge has done both. Okay, yeah. Because even though it's not quite the same mechanically, I think there's a similar vibe to this, like that sort of efficiency kind of thing. Love factory games.
And as you
playthrough
build
most-
up your
yeah.
collection of parts,
I thought so. I just couldn't
more
remember.
creative options will become available to you. And I
That's
think a
not
lot of the
cursed. That's
fun
all.
in the
Jesus
game
Christ.
is just messing around and being creative in its editor.
Nigel.
And finally,
Nigel,
I'm really
no.
excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam.
I think
Early
James might like
Access
this
on
as
the
well.
22nd of
Don't you?
June.
Don't you agree,
It's just
Steve?
2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't make sense. Outer
You'd think
Sloth.
the aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right?
They sound familiar.
Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all.
That's kind of awkward having to talk about a game based after a flood, considering what's just happened in Ukraine.
Unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always
rough.
something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swashes and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Salt Sea Chronicles.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik.
I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Salt Sea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Salt Sea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Spiritfarer vibe straight away. Not sure this is my thing.
At the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Salt Sea Archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Salt Sea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done an incredible job. One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats. As you explore, you'll find
That
a
cat
brand new
was a mood,
trick-taking
though.
card game designed especially for the world of Salt Sea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story.
Oh
It's
man!
called Spoils,
Speak of,
and you can
we've
play
summoned.
all
I
over
see.
the
I see.
archipelago, and you might discover how each community has
I
slightly
have a
different
feeling.
histories.
There may be a Halavar.
Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system.
If he is here, the previous game we just saw might be right up your street.
If you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly
Not this one, the one
tracing to
before
other
it.
end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button
Only
on
if
the
he's here,
controller
though.
or select a screen span arrow to move
After all,
almost
mix it up is
instantaneously
very
across
misleading.
space. It allows
And I
us
really
to lay
shouldn't
the
call out
story
people who
down
haven't
away
spoken.
from a linear path much more organically.
I fell through the ether, me being summoned.
Salty Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet
How
in
you
turn
doing,
is going
mate?
to be rich and
Hope
amusing.
you're doing
and
good.
strange,
We're vibing with some
maybe,
actually
and
good,
have
with
its
some
own
very
things
good-looking
going
indie
on.
games actually.
There's also a strong sense
There was one
of
earlier
genre
that looked like it was right up your sort of street. It was
So
basically
when you're new
this
to the
terrible
world
space
of
program, but you were building the
you'll
Mars
know that
rover
you're in a
instead
Scooby-Doo
to do
chapter
deliveries all
or a
over
Romeo and
Mars.
Juliet chapter or a detective one. There are plenty of laughs, but tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done.
Oh, literally
an
jumped on his
incredible
image.
job.
Nice.
We're so delighted to share Salty Chronicles
Actually
with you all
fucking
today.
channeled.
And I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you
But I was
chart.
paying still. Ah, cool. Fair. Yeah, that game looks cute. Not
All right,
my thing.
this next game, Sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see. Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies. But
Yeah, before
it's
Q
important.
69 minutes, I've peaked. Fucking
The thing
hell.
I love most about Day of the Devs,
Like nice, but also not
says
nice.
Tim, as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs.
Oh, is the Fly game coming back?
While making a real video game over the course of 7 years. Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two-Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper-duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games. All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all the things that happen.
I don't think he's been in the queue the whole time. I think the servers have been down for a while.
Who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch
Okay,
it.
it's a documentary series.
It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2. To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues. Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim's
So
just going to start
it's
picking our people.
God, can you imagine how much editing they'll have had to do to not make Tim Schafer look like a
Right now
cunt?
it's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
7 years in the making, though, for a documentary. That's wild.
To submit your game for future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings of Day of the Devs. We're going on 11 years. We could not pay for any of this without these sponsors. They donate to us, ask for nothing in return except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please, applause for all the cool logos on the screen. We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One.
Yeah,
he's been supplying
that was
the
pretty good,
beats, for all the
I would say.
transitions between all these amazing games.
Definitely made up for the main show.
For Day of the Devs. Thank you again. You are a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Hell, Dose One is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to dayofthedevs.com. The URL on your screen. Follow us on social media. We got more coming up this year. Thank you to our friend Jeff Keighley. The Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy
No,
to
it
be
wasn't.
part of Summer Game Fest for these last many years. Definitely
It
stick
really
around.
wasn't.
We're not completely done yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia, thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really f***ing cool. Happening right now.
Okay, well, we can at least chat a little bit whilst this plays out. So, yeah. I thought that was overall pretty good. Definitely finished stronger than we started. Some interesting stuff. Yeah, Day of the Devs, man. Holy shit. Much, like, last year it was pretty dull. This year it was fire. So many good-looking projects. Even ones that I won't necessarily play, but, like, so much cool shit. The main showcase was, like, fucking whatever. You know, you got that cringe, you know, the Nicolas Cage interview went on a wee bit too long. That's what I hate about this, when they fucking drag out celebrities on the shit. Like, that is what got... Because he came out and didn't really do much. Even when Keanu Reeves came out for Cyberpunk as well, I was like, he came out and did nothing. And the handful of games that didn't look interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna play Chia. No, I don't think I even heard of this. Or did I? It looks beautiful. I remember it coming out. Never played it though. I don't play any games these days. I just like looking at games coming out. I don't play any of them. God, this music's great. Just searched in Slack and both Dave and Stuart posted the announced trailer from the 2021 PlayStation Showcase. Oh, for Tchia, okay. Oh, they've got the fucking Last of Us guitar playing. I mean, then again, 2021. Does that mean did this come out before Last of Us? No, Last of Us was 2020, wasn't it? All right then. This came out this year. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun, I would say. Right. Oh, music's cool. Right. Yeah. So that was a good double feature, I would say. Although it's probably time to wrap up. To be honest, I'll just say we'll be back on Sunday at 6 PM BST for the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. Don't know if I'll have a guest that time either. We're not staying up for the Devolver one, sadly. Let's just go there. Why not? We'll be back up for... I'm not going to go to the welcome screen for something like this. We're fine to just sit here. Yes, we're back on Sunday for the Xbox and Bethesda one. And then we'll have an hour's break. And then we'll play some Bolt Gun. But what I'm thinking is, on Saturday, I might, if time permits... if time permits on Saturday, I might do the Lies of P demo in the evening. Maybe. I would like to stream it. I streamed the Wolong demo, and that was a lot of fun. So we'll see. I can't imagine it's a very long demo, so you can probably do it in one stream. What time is that? 6 PM British Summer Time, 6 PM UK time, basically. And I think it lasts 2 hours, an hour for Microsoft and an hour for Bethesda. And then I'll have an hour's break, and then I'll do Bolt Gun after that. So it'll be like Bolt Gun will be like 9 till midnight, 9 till probably 11:30, I would say. Anyway. With having said all that, we'll end the recording.